Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And today we are talking about the new moon that is happening in Libra. It's happening at 5 degrees and 20 minutes of Libra on Saturday, September 28th at 2:26 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States, but just for your time zone because history has proven I'm not very good at that. It's just not very good at that. Okay, so for you, this is happening in your third house of communication. So it's an opportunity to plant seeds of intention for how you want to communicate with regards to like relationships and partnerships, and how do you put that out there in a way that really works for you. And so we're kind of going to look at that a little bit, I have imagined, because everything seems to be about love during Libra season. So interesting thing that's happening with this new moon is that it is in an odd, uncomfortable angle with Uranus, which is over there in Taurus. They're at the same degree of each sign, and 155 degrees is a quincunx, and it's very uncomfortable and it's stressy. And so Taurus likes everything stable, and I make a plan and I go with the plan, I stick with the plan, and I'm not moving until I make that plan. And Uranus goes, that's not how that works. I'm coming in to shake things up, you know. And meanwhile, over in Libra, it's like the moon's like, but can't we all just get along? So it's kind of like this really weird energy. So you might find Saturdays a little uncomfortable from time to time. Just pay attention to that. I do want to remind you that I did the Equinox readings. They're only $1.99 per astrological sign. And they're a really great deal because they were like 35 minutes. They were long. Some of them were 40. So you can tap into that. And so just send me an email and let me know which ones you want, and I will send you the links to those. So there's that. Also, I'm offering the personalized monthly reading for Libra. It's the same cards that I used for the monthlies, the general monthlies, but in addition, there's 6 additional decks I'll be pulling from. Those are taking about 45 minutes each. So again, for $19.99, what a great deal. And that'll be personalized to you. I would need to know your sun, your moon, and your rising. So, other really cool thing that's happening is Virgo. Venus, which rules Libra, is in Libra right now, and so she's really comfortable, and she's feeling a little flirty with the energy that's going on in Sagittarius of Jupiter, which is a little flirty and all about expansion. So don't be surprised if out of somewhere nowhere, like a relationship opportunity pops up. Like, oh, I didn't see that coming. So that's something that could be really cool. But when I was meditating on the energy to come into this reading, I got this for all the signs. This energy of, I'm just going to take the risk. I'm just going to go. I'm going to take the leap. I actually saw this card and it says trust. And look at her. She's just like, I'm taking this leap of faith. And I also saw Indiana Jones in that movie. I think it's the Holy Grail, where he's trying to get across the chasm and he throws the sand out and all of a sudden the path lights up before him. I don't think that you can plan all the steps ahead as much as, sometimes we want to do that in life. I think you just need to know the first couple steps and then be willing to take the leap and understand that Spirit has you. All right, so Leo, you are good enough. I can't believe this card came out for you. Leo, you need to step into your energy. You need to step into your power. Your superpower is that self-confidence. You are good enough. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say, I am worthy. I am amazing. I am successful. I am confident. Oh, Leo not in Leo's powers. You know what I just saw? Oh, sorry, Leo, but this is what I just saw. You know when the cat gets in the water and they come out and they look all miserable and wet in the water? That's what it looked like, Leo. Shake it off. Shake it off. Go get your hair done. Fluff it up. Step up. Be who you are, because the answers you need are coming. You are very close to achieving your goal, but adjustments are required. So, again, it's that energy of you'll know the first couple of steps, but you aren't going to know exactly every step you need to take. So be willing to be flexible. and you're a fixed sign, so that takes a little bit of energy, little stepping out of the box for you, but you can be confident in the fact that you will know what to do, when to do it, by listening to your intuition. And so adjustments will be required. They will be. But the answers that you need, the information you need, they're coming to you, and you are very, very close to achieving your goal. So I really want you to be willing to be your Leo self. Be your Leo self. Oh, okay. So we're gonna do the 9-card spread. Okay. So your perceptions are your reality, right? And so whatever it is that you think the situation is, that's what you're going to create. So being confident, stepping into your power, knowing that you can do this, that you are good enough, is going to be all you really need to start the ball rolling in the direction that is very, very successful for you. All right, so 9-card spread. The center card, the first one I drew out, was the key to the situation. Oh, not that one. Ooh. You're good enough, okay? I want you to believe that. The answers you need are coming, because look, here's what you got for the overall energy. First, you have the scythe. What are you cutting out? I wanted to know. And it said security and stability. So you are getting ready to step off the cliff, but you're good enough to manage it. Something is going to be changed. The adjustments are going to be required. What you thought was your sense of stability, there's some, so for instance, a career change where you're like, I really don't enjoy this job very much. It's not really what I want to do. And you're going to cut some aspect of it off that might make you feel a little less secure. If it's a relationship situation, that would be cutting yourself off of a relationship that's not really working for you. Of course, we have the key to the situation is which path are you going to take? Which way are you going to go? Sitting there in the indecision. Again, I feel like I've been saying this so much lately, but it seems to be coming up for so many signs. So I know it has a lot to do with what's going on with the planets. There are no good choices or bad choices. There's just choices. So you make a choice. You start moving in a direction with an end goal in mind. Okay, so the choice, the decision, how do you get to where you want to go? So if what you are looking for is a job that provides you with financial reward, plenty of time for family and friends, plenty of me time, like what is it that you want the job to be? You want a relationship that, allows for your freedom, is respectful of one another, whatever it is that you're looking for, right? So it's the goal, it's not the person, it's not the job, it's what it brings into your life. What makes you feel like you have abundance in your life? What brings the joy? That's what the goal is. Okay, so that's what you decide. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, that's not a choice, that's a decision. This is the plan, the goal, this is what I'm shooting for. The choice and the decision, the path is like, how do I go to get there, right? What path leads me there? And all paths will lead there eventually. They really can. That's why I say there's no choices. I mean, no bad choices. But you pick a path, you start going down, and you trust. You trust that when you throw the sand in front of you, the path will light up before you. So sometimes it's the scenic route, not going to lie. Sometimes there was probably a more direct route, but that doesn't make it a bad choice. It doesn't make it a wrong choice. What it makes it was an opportunity to learn lessons and to grow and to meet new people and have new experiences in it. And it's through life experience that we gain wisdom. And so it enriches your life no matter what. There are no bad choices. There's only choices. So make one. It's time to cut something out. And when you cut it out, it's going to make you feel like you're a little less secure, but you are good enough. So in the past, communication has been the problem. As you've been trying to gain more information through communication, this feels like it's been really hard to get enough information, enough communication. You've been seeking some answers, and I don't think they've been coming to you. In the house of transformation, the coffin house, we have the bear, and the bear is all about security. So again, there is a transformative thing that's happening in the part of security. Either you're cutting something out to create security, or you're cutting what feels secure. you're cutting it loose, but you need to trust that when you do that, when you cut the what I just saw was I saw a bird on a perch with the like the little chain thing around it. So what was that? Like it was like a falcon or something, and it was like someone unlocked the key and took the shackle off and it flew free. When you make the decision to cut loose the security, you're being held secure to this location so that you don't fly away and get hurt. But the thing is that when you cut the chain, you set yourself free to soar, and you can go where you want, see what you want, do what you want. You create your reality through your perception. So as you're flying free and you're getting a higher perspective of things, and then that thing that was holding you down, that chain on that little peg there, disappears. It seems less important than when you're stuck right there and it seems so big on your little teeny tiny leg. But when you're flying high above and you can't even see it anymore, then it really doesn't have the power that it used to have. Okay. Wow, that was cool. All right. So in the future, you're thinking about family, you're thinking about putting down roots, or this could be about your health. In an improvement in health, if you've been really stressed out, if you've been having a really difficult time, cutting out something in order to create more of a sense of security, of growth, of love, setting your roots down, and better health. Like less stress definitely equals better health. Okay, in the past, I think that you thought you were really lucky about something, and then you started having some doubts, and it's like, I don't know, was that lucky? Was that not lucky? So something that you thought was a good turn of events, you were like, I don't know, was that a good turn of events? Or something that was a good turn of events, you weren't sure that it was. It's just like, I feel like there's a lot of doubt, but the good news is that what was undermining the foundation that you couldn't see, when I see the clover there, I feel like something revealed it to you. So it's sort of like you don't know you have mice in your house, and then you come around the corner one day and you see it. Now you know, okay? You luckily stumbled into the fact that you have a mouse, and now you know you need to either tell your cat to get on the job or you're going to stop feeding it. Or you go buy a little peanut butter trap or whatever it is that you do, but at least now you know you have the problem, and you know that choices and decisions need to be made because what you thought was there or not there. I think the information came to you and you're like, whoa, wait a minute. That's not what I thought it was. But at least now you know. So that's luck, actually. And then here in the future, in the heart space, we have sudden, rapid change. Information can come in and change it. But if you're cutting out something that's holding you down, that would be rapid change. That's that freedom. That's that freedom to go where you want. In the past, the obstacle was confusion. The not knowing what you needed to know. But I think that you figured something else. You stumbled onto something. Something came to you. Something happened. Something shifted that changed everything. And things were revealed. Oh, and there are the mice. So you're still, being undermined. Okay, so this is in the current action. In the current action, you're dealing with a lot of anxieties. I think you know, though. I think you are aware that the situation is the foundation of the home is being destroyed. And by the home, I don't mean an actual home. I mean, whatever the situation is, like whether it's at work, whether it's whatever it is that's keeping you from feeling abundant, whatever it is that feels like it's supposed to be security. Oh, okay, hold on. So what I just saw, did you ever watch that movie, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Oh, God, I loved those books. I read them so many times. All right, so in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the lion, which would be Leo. Oh, no wonder. Okay, so the lion sacrifices himself and puts himself on the altar. He sacrifices himself for Lucy. And they tie him up. They cut off his mane. So now he looks like the little wet kitten I saw, right? And then they think they kill him, right? But what happens is the mice come along and they chew away the cords that bound him, and it sets him free, and he's rebirthed. And so in this particular situation, the luck being in the house of the mice and the mice being here in the house of the writer where the rapid change comes in, and me getting this image, I think what happened here is you were lucky that something was undermining the situation and drawing your attention to it. And now here's your opportunity to set yourself free and to get off of the detour and back onto the path. Or I don't even know if it get back onto the path it is, but keep moving forward on your path. And that's transformation. When I say the snake is the final outcome, that means either better health. So if there's been a situation where, so say you had a health concern, and this would be surgery. Okay, say you had a health concern and you went into the doctor because your stomach hurt and you thought it was just cramps or something, like, you know, whatever. And you go in and the doctor goes, oh, that's not it. It's this other thing. That would be where the mice going in for one thing and finding out it's something else, but then that gives them the information, because the snake oftentimes represents healing and health. And then we also have the tree up here about health, and this is the moving forward, and this is also a surgery card. So if there's like a physical ailment situation here, I feel like you stumbled into, you didn't know, you were unaware of the health condition, and then something brought it to light and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know, and now it's getting taken care of, and that is good news. That is good news. You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, so that's one way. And this is also could be transformation. So that would be that transformation of, you know, after they chewed away the cords on Aslan, then, you know, he transformed and he came back out to be his glorious self. You are good enough. Step back into your power. So either way, I either see healing of the heart or healing of the body going on here. Healing of the mind, healing of the soul. Shedding the skin, though. Releasing that which is constricting you, you know, being set free of the chains that bind you. So you have a support system. This is lovely. You have a support system. Ask for help and get more rest, nurture yourself. So again, if this is a health concern, make sure you're paying attention to your body, listening to your body, getting the health you need. If you're coming off of a heartache and you need some downtime, take the downtime. If you've been working really hard and you're like, I don't know if we can afford for me to take my job from full-time to part-time, lean into the support of your partner, you know, so that you're not driving yourself crazy, so that you're adequately rested. So we have compassion. Be gentle with yourself. Forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and in others. So if this is a breakup, don't be like, oh my God, I can't believe I got in that situation. I should have known better. It was something that you learned from it. So take the wisdom from it. So be gentle with yourself through the transition, but also be gentle with the other person, because they also were learning lessons and doing things. And they are also, you may not think so. You may think they're an arrogant jerk, blah, 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 blah. And you may or may not be right, but it doesn't matter. If you're holding on to the anger and the resentment, if you start acting like a snake, oh, please don't do that. Be compassionate. Choose to be compassionate. Choose to understand that we're all here learning, doing the best we can, trying to learn lessons, trying to grow as people, as souls. We came here and we came with soul contracts, right? And we came to teach each other lessons. And sometimes we agreed before we incarnated to teach each other the hard lessons. So let go of the negative energy. We are in a space in the time right now where karma is being resolved, where the scales of justice are being balanced. And so you may not think you did anything to deserve whatever happened to you. Maybe not in this lifetime. The scales of karmic justice are being balanced across the lifetimes right now. Things are being resolved and set so that we can cross the bridge from the third dimension into the bridge of the fourth dimension to ascend the planet up into the fifth dimension. And so karma has to be resolved. And so understanding that you guys agreed to come here to help each other, to work your way through these things, treat yourself with compassion. Treat the other person with compassion if this is a breakup. If you are sick, be compassionate with yourself. If you feel like I should be up and I should be able to get moving and I should be able to accomplish all these things and I don't like sitting here. Okay, make sure you are resting and nurturing and taking care of yourself and doing what the doctor said. Don't push yourself so hard. Be gentle. Give yourself time and space to heal. And then we have rebirth. This is a situation that is transforming. Reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, create a new reality. Your perception is your reality. Create the one you want. Focusing on the joy, focusing on the laughter, focusing on the bright and the power and the step into your lion pride and the joy of being out there in the life and making the adjustments that allow you to get to where you want to go. Love yourself, love other people for their humanity, and allow this opportunity for growth, this transformation, this rebirth to happen. That was a really weird shuffle. Let's do that again. There we go. I like that one so much better, but I want another one. Okay. In the arena of your heart, what kind of guidance are we going to get here? So, yes, find the joy. Start laughing. It says giggle. Does that mean you sit and you do you're sick maybe and recovering? Okay, I mean, if it's an appendicitis attack, then laughing wouldn't work. But most things, if it didn't require some kind of abdominal surgery of the other, giggling is great medicine. Laughter is the best medicine. But find the funny. Go to the movies, hang out with your friends, do what it takes. Remember to keep your eye on the prize. It says you're very close to achieving your goal. Keep your eye on the prize. What are you aiming for? Where's your target? Heading in that direction. And you have sing your own song. The Bluebird of Happiness, though. This is about you not relying on others to feel happy and joyful. This is you finding the joy within yourself. This is interesting because we have sing your own song and then we have the skunk, which says silence. And I hear silent but deadly. Okay, so don't be underhanded, but allow time to rest. Do what feels right. If you need to rest, rest. If you need some quiet space, take the time for yourself, but balance it, because Libra season is all about balance. So balance it between, finding the joy and the happiness and being able to completely heal any kind of a relationship issue. It takes a little time to reflect, to go through what was, what did I like? What didn't I like? What was my part in it? How could I do better? There's a little breaking down, a little debriefing of the situation you need to do for yourself in order to actually go through the healing and the rebirth and the growth process. It's kind of like fall when all the leaves fall and then they break down into little pieces and they get into the soil, but then they nurture the tree and they provide the nutrients it needs to continue to grow. And it might be a time of rest and contemplation, of meditation, but allow yourself to have fun. That's also part of the healing process. In most relationships, it takes about 1 month per year of the relationship to work your way through it. The healing process. So if you were together with somebody for 10 years, you can expect it to run about a year before you're really going to feel ready to get out there. So in the meantime, though, you don't just hide in the corner. You do a little of that when you need to. You start singing your own song is what is creative to you. What do you enjoy? Finding your voice, finding what excites you and gets you out of bed in the morning, and remembering to start enjoying life and giggling and keeping your eye on the prizes. Where are you going? Well, you're going to that part where you're trying to live a life that raises your vibration, right? So sharing of yourself, I am an incredibly generous being. So don't be a snake in the grass, right? Be generous of nature. And if you're like lonely and depressed, or you feel like if you've lost your job and you don't know what to do, then volunteering, going out and helping others, it really does lift your own spirit. And plus, if it's about a job situation, it might open doors of opportunities from you. But spending time in meditation seems to be very important because I am a clear channel for messages from spirit. So spending time in silence, meditating will really help you as you work your way through this process of transformation, of deep transformation. And here, again, this is the compassion for yourself and for others. I am rising above. We are here to ascend, right? It says, I only see beauty and grace. Choosing your attitude of what it is that you're seeing, that you know this is how you get there. Trust and faith, have trust and faith in the process of the growth. I know it's a new moon, but oftentimes the way that goes is you plant your seeds of intention, and then to fertilize it and to make space for things to grow from the seeds, you got to clear out the clutter. You have to release some things and let them go. And so that's why hot on the heels of this new moon comes that full moon, right? So lots of opportunities for that. So what I have here is I'm pulling cards, messages from Spirit for you. These are from Spirit. This is what Spirit wants you to know right now. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationships, and your love life will dramatically improve. So if you're struggling to keep a relationship together, if you've been having some problems with it, go back to being friends. Start there. Laugh together, have fun together. That can really transform your relationship. Maybe the thing you cut out is the pickiness. The part, and when I say picky, I don't mean being detail oriented. I mean the picking at each other, like picking the scabs that are trying to heal over. Like, forgive, understand, be compassionate that everybody is doing the best they can, even if it best doesn't seem like it's that great to you. Then we have trust. This keeps showing up. Why? Because this showed up. Okay, so this is about having trust and faith in the process. It says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform, and you're manifesting miracles. You are very close to achieving your goal. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart to continue to follow its guidance. You have a soulmate. So, if you're working through issues with your partner, great. Soulmates? Soulmates come in to teach us lessons, or sometimes they're not so much fun, and sometimes they're here to buoy up our life and make it better. But if you're single, or if you're like, I don't want to let go of this relationship because I don't want to be alone, if you're thinking there's just nobody else out there for me, Spirit says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Nice. And embrace. So this soulmate that's coming in, it says through each other you will find the missing pieces. This looks like not one that will be teaching lessons, but this looks like one that will be providing support. So, being the best version of yourself, raising your vibrational level, exuding confidence. You have that very attractive force about you. The higher your vibration is, the higher vibrational energies you're going to attract into you. Opportunities, people, whatever it is. So set your new moon intentions. Write down what it is that you want. Not who you want, not the job you want, but what you want it to be for you. So I want a job that provides financial security and stability. You know, I want to have a job that allows me ample time to travel or to hang out with my family and friends, whatever you want, right? In a relationship, I want to be treated like an equal. I want I want to have good communication. I want to be heard. Whatever it is you want, you write that down. And then start counting your blessings. Even if you're coming out of what you think is a really crappy situation, there's blessings in that. Look for the blessings. Look for all the blessings you can. Start writing them down, because then you can look in and go, wow, I have a lot more abundance in my life than I knew. And when you raise yourself into the energy of abundance, then you attract in abundance. But when you're in the energy of lack, you attract in those lower vibrational energies of neediness from other people, people that suck the life out of you, the negative energies that you don't want. So raise your vibration, because then you'll find a vibrational match. No matter where you are, you're going to find the vibrational match. So if you want this one, then you need to get up there. So raising your vibration, stepping into your power, having the confidence in yourself, and knowing in your heart that you are worthy. Adjustments are going to be required. What is going on right now is not working. So adjustments are required to get to where you want to go. There are no bad choices. There's only choices. Decide where it is you want to go. Start heading in that direction and count on Spirit to carry you the rest of the way. All right? Good luck with all this, Leo. You take care, and we will talk soon.